reaming, tapping, and drilling. Operations fundamental to every engineering workshop. Operations requiring a high-quality metal-cutting lubricant. If you get broken tools, scrap parts, or poor surface finish, you need to think again about your choice of cutting lubricant. The solution to these problems? Rocol RTD. Reaming, tapping, and drilling. A range of hand-applied metal-cutting lubricants which use the latest technology to give the ultimate performance with any combination of tooling and metal. And Rocol RTD's versatility makes it an excellent cutting lubricant for sawing operations and die cutting, as well as reaming, tapping, and drilling. And on final turning and milling cuts, an application of Rocol RTD gives a superior surface finish. No other product is easier to use or as effective. Improving surface finish, extending tool life, minimizing waste and scrap, and saving energy. Rocol RTD can be applied in 3 forms. One will be ideal for your application. Rocol RTD compound, liquid, and spray. 3 easy and effective methods of application. Let's look at Rocol RTD compound, a soft, low melting point paste that can handle the toughest situation, outperforming other metal cutting compounds. The benefit of a paste is that a sufficient quantity can be applied to tools such as taps before starting the operation, and there's no need to stop to add more. At room temperature, Rocol RTD's consistency makes it excellent at adhering to the tool and the workpiece. As soon as cutting commences, the temperature rises, and Rocol RTD's superb low melting point characteristics change the compound to a liquid, which flows straight to the cutting edge. Rocol RTD's advanced specification handles all types of metals, including hard metals such as stainless steel and titanium, and soft metals such as aluminium. With unique extreme pressure additives, Rocol RTD compound is designed to reduce friction and extend tool life, allowing increased rates of metal removal, improving surface finish, and reducing production costs. Chevron Aerospace manufacture precision components for the world's leading aircraft manufacturers. The aerospace industry presents some of the most demanding metal cutting tasks. The hardest of materials, the finest of tolerances, and the most intricate designs. Chevron had tried several metal cutting compounds, but only Rocol RTD met the challenge.
At Chevron, we've tried different cutting lubricants, but since changing to Rocol RTD, we've found that the tools last longer, there's less scrap, and in the long run, will save the company money.
Let's look at the technology behind this impressive performance. This specially prepared workpiece is ready for tapping, and we've cut away part of the hole so that we can actually see the lubricant in action as the thread is formed. Applied by brush or by simply dipping the tool into the paste, Rocol RTD compound's unique consistency at room temperature makes it cling to the tool, providing a reservoir of lubricant throughout the cutting process. Now let's analyze the action frame by frame. As the tap enters the workpiece, Rocol RTD goes straight to work, reducing friction at 2 critical points. At the cutting edge of the leading tapered portion, where metal removal is taking place, and within the threads of the parallel section, which provide the downwards thrust to drive the tap into the workpiece. At both of these points, Rocol RTD reduces friction by minimizing metal-to-metal contact. As the temperature rises, Rocol RTD compound melts and is drawn to the area where it's most needed, the cutting edge. With ordinary lubricants, tool damage occurs where metal-to-metal contact causes friction with temperatures soaring to over 800 degrees C. On heavy cuts, Increased pressure and temperature activate Rocol RTD compound's exceptional combination of pressure additives. These unique additives react chemically with the surface of the metal, producing protective lubricating films. It's a two-stage process triggered by temperature. The unique EP additives developed through Rocol's proven technology are activated at 150 degrees C. And during heavy cuts, if the temperature approaches 500 degrees C, the second stage of the EP process comes into effect. These lubricating films formed by Rocol RTD's unique EP additives package have the ideal lubricating characteristics of low shear strength and good anti-weld properties, reducing friction and heat, improving surface finish, and extending tool life, contributing to major cost savings. Many competitors' products become ineffective over certain bands of temperature. Not so Rocol RTD, which goes on working right through the temperature spectrum. Let's put Rocol RTD to the test in an independent laboratory. The tapping torque test simulates an actual tapping operation and shows how well RTD compound performs against alternative forms of lubrication. The tap is placed in an attachment which measures the torque forces throughout the tapping operation, the results being displayed on a computer. 8mm metric threads are being cut in an EN8 steel test piece. Remember that friction arises at 2 points: at the cutting tip and within the threads of the parallel section of the tap. The cutting torque figure indicates the maximum torque during cutting. The reverse torque figure represents the frictional force within the threads of the parallel section of the tap. The lower the torque value, the lower the friction, due to the greater effectiveness of the lubricant. These are the figures for the leading competitor. And these are the figures for Rocol RTD. Remember, the lower the torque value, the lower the friction, due to the greater effectiveness of the lubricant. The computer can also display the actual torque levels throughout the tapping process. And at every stage, the torque levels for Rocol RTD are almost 50% lower than those of the competitor. This graph compares the figures from tapping torque tests using Rocol RTD and 3 leading competitors. Rocol RTD stands out as the top performer, with figures almost twice as good as the best competitor. For users who prefer a liquid application, Rocol RTD is also available as Rocol RTD Liquid. With the same advanced formulation and EP additives, Rocol RTD Liquid has the same superb performance as Rocol RTD Compound. And it's in a convenient, controllable squeezy bottle. So it's easy to apply just the right amount of RTD Liquid at any point during the cutting operation. And RTD Liquid flows straight to the cutting tip, where it's needed. RTD Liquid penetrates right to the heart of the cutting operation. Back in the laboratory, the Rocol test measures the comparative ability of different lubricants to reduce friction. A stainless steel test piece is loaded into the test rig and held against a friction wheel with a force of 1.5 kilograms. A leading competitor's cutting oil is added to the bath, which is positioned under the wheel, and the oil temperature is monitored throughout the test. During the test, the wheel spins against the test piece at 2000 RPM for a set number of revolutions indicated on the digital counter. The temperature climbs as the competitor's product struggles to overcome the friction between the roller and the test piece. The higher the temperature, the more the friction and the greater the wear. Just watch the temperature soar as the test progresses. At the end of the test, the wear on the test piece is clearly apparent. Now let's repeat the test and see the difference when using Rocol RTD Liquid. The temperature rises but only to half the level of the previous test using the competitor's product. The rig runs quieter, indicating a reduced level of friction. And at the end of the test, the mark on the test piece tells its own story. Less than half the length of the mark produced by the competitor's product. For the user, this demonstrates just how effective Rocol RTD is at reducing tool wear. These are the results from the Rocol test comparing Rocol RTD liquid with 3 competitors. Once again, Rocol RTD stands out as the top performer. Rockwell Automotive is one of the world's leading automotive subcontractors manufacturing technologically advanced locks and latches for companies such as Rover, Honda, Peugeot and Volkswagen. Rockwell's prototype shop machines parts from the hardest of metals. Results must be accurate and right first time. Rockwell use Rocol RTD liquid and find it excellent for the most demanding of reaming, tapping and drilling operations.
We've been using R2D now for maybe 4 years, and it certainly makes the job a lot easier, and it also gives a very good finish. We found that all the cutting tools, they also last longer.
Convenience, performance and value. That's what Rocol RTD is all about. In today's competitive manufacturing world, engineers demand higher productivity and reduced downtime. That's why Rocol's development chemists have produced Rocol RTD spray. The fastest, easiest and most effective method of applying the right amount of Rocol RTD to the cutting interface. A concentrated film of cutting lubricant can be applied to the most difficult, inaccessible situations, without waste and in complete safety, without stopping the cutting operation. That's why demanding users increasingly specify Rocol RTD spray. In its convenient aerosol, RTD spray is always on hand, free from contamination, and its directional nozzle puts the RTD spray right where it's needed. The convenience and portability of the Rocol RTD spray aerosol makes it ideal for use out in the field on locations such as construction sites. Or users might prefer to use Rocol RTD in liquid or compound form. Engineering workshops have to handle the widest variety of metal cutting jobs. Versatility is the key, and this is certainly the case at Meltog Precision Engineering. They require a metal cutting lubricant which excels in all applications. Screw cutting is one of the most arduous of metal removal operations. The use of Rocol RTD spray allows faster metal removal, improving production efficiency and saving money.
Here at Meltog, production efficiency is vital to maintaining our competitive edge. We found Rocol RTD spray is fast to apply and gives an excellent result.
Let's look at the results of the Rocol test for Rocol RTD spray. Once again, the Rocol RTD spray stands head and shoulders above its nearest rivals. And finally, in addition to being available in compound, liquid and spray versions, for the most inaccessible and difficult to reach jobs, there's Rocol RTD foam cut. Just watch as the foam carrier expands to completely cover both tool and workpiece, holding the Rocol RTD in place right where it's needed for effective penetration throughout the cutting operation. And Rocol RTD foam cut's non-staining properties make it particularly suitable for materials such as aluminium. Rocol RTD compound, liquid, spray and foam cut. Extending tool life, improving surface finish, allowing increased rates of metal removal. Fast, safe and easy to apply by brush, by squeeze bottle or by aerosol spray, reducing production costs and saving money. Rocol RTD, the high performance, convenient and cost-effective range of metal cutting lubricants. Improve your cutting power with Rocol RTD. At the cutting edge of metalworking technology.